Happy New Year's, ladies and gentlemen. Lauren Gardner here, the Cicerone, welcoming you to an all-new year of Devotion Championship Wrestling. With 2020 in the rear view, these three women are looking to surge forward in a triple threat match. Still Lola and Reka Tehaka. At the end of 2020, we saw the dismal end of Brother Smith, and it all comes down to this, a holy war match between former companions Brother Austin and Brother Chatwin. But first, the bearded lady looks to defend her DSWWWIC title with an open challenge.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome at this time, Harvey Wifflebaum and the devotional, so well, worldwide Infinity Champion, the Bearded Lady!
Always happy to see her fans. The bearded lady out to an adoring public to the very inspirational music representing the stable of one, for right now at least, of Harvey Wifflebaum with the DSWWWIC title, or as Harvey calls it, the, I don't know what it is. Oh well, title.
When you signed that contract, I thought I was done with this title. But folks, we don't even know what this is. Nonetheless, the bearded lady here, that's me, is going to defend it with honor, with integrity,
dignity and pride.
So tonight, she's going to issue an open challenge to anybody in the back
Anybody man enough, that is.
who thinks they've got what it takes to win this we don't know what it is title.
Well, you know, they're not wrong in not knowing what it is because, well, its inception was kind of off the cuff and not really sanctioned.
I don't think we have any challengers. Everybody's scared of getting in the ring.
Now, I don't doubt that some members of the locker room might be afraid to get in the ring with the bearded lady, but it might also be that the title needs to represent something, and who better to make it mean something, to make it
I don't know.
be worth something
Let's get on out of
than
here.
the bearded lady. Too
Looks
bad
like we're going to hold this title for another couple of weeks.
that no one is meeting the challenge today. Now that is some music we haven't heard in a while, but for someone who wants to prove their worth, this could be a huge opportunity for Psycho. A huge opportunity for Psycho. Having shed his doctor's coat, this could really help in establishing him.
I think he wants a kiss.
The bearded lady
I know what he wants.
perhaps projecting a little bit.
Talk like you came here for a title. You came here for a kiss.
The look on Psycho's face makes me believe otherwise, that he wants possibly anything but a kiss. Our official referee Izzy is out here. The bell has the bell has sounded, and the bearded lady making a proclamation that she plans to kiss that boy. Psycho claiming that he is a man, and he plans on proving that now with a test of strength. But have you seen the guns on the bearded lady? The two now in a single-handed knuckle lock. The bearded lady pulling and goes to steal a kiss off of Psycho's hand. We've seen the bearded lady employ this strategy before, but never with someone so squeamish as is Psycho. I think he may have shown his cards a little too early in this match, back into a single-handed knuckle lock. The bearded lady, oh, come on now. He may need to speak to an ecclesiastical leader after an encounter of such sorts. But don't let the whimsy fool you. The bearded lady, yeah, she can mean business when she needs to. No more joking around. Into a Greco-Roman knuckle lock now. Unlike amateur wrestling, with Greco-Roman wrestling, height plays a big part in it. And the bearded lady with a height advantage trying to apparently go in and plant one right on Psycho. Psycho going to Psycho going to great lengths to avoid the kiss. The bearded lady pressing all she has against Psycho to get what she has claimed as hers. And that's a kiss. I don't know if it's radar love, but the bearded lady going directly in for an atomic drop. Psycho goes back and gets an inverted one for all of his troubles. He is feeling the wrath of a woman scorned. Oh, and she plants it. She plants it long, hard, and deep right on Psycho. The emotions are just overwhelming bearded lady. She is verklempt. Psycho he's pulled out mouthwash. Psycho is so troubled that he now needs to use an antiseptic within his mouth to try and cleanse himself. Harvey going over, saying, come on, show us you're a man, get back in the ring and fight that lady. Meanwhile, that lady is winding up her big gun, and an unsuspecting Psycho dodges the back elbow, but the bearded lady anticipates, oh no, and delivers the final kiss. Goes for a pin. And that's it, folks. The bearded lady representing the DSWWWIC, or, title, in her first defense successfully. I said earlier, people may not want it because they don't know what it represents. But if anyone can make that mean something, it's the bearded lady. And look at the elation exuding from the bearded lady. Harvey going for a high five and a slap on the rump. I wonder if they practiced that. Meanwhile, Psycho can't get the taste of defeat out of his mouth. Earlier today, we caught up with all three opponents participating in today's triple threat match.
2 weeks ago, Reka, you got the better of me. Since then, I've been using that time to really study that match and remember what happened that led me to the knowledge of what your strongest point is. In this three-way match against you, Reka, and Lola, I will utilize my knowledge to go ahead and take that bull head right off your shoulders. I'll take that head of yours and stick it in Lola's beautiful little rainbow backpack, and then I'll go after Lola, and I will beat her to a small little ball that I will also stick into that rainbow backpack. I'll go ahead and zip that up so it's got a nice seal on it, and I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna chuck it into the Utah Lake, where you'll sit and rot forever.
Hola, soy Lola, and on today's adventure, I'm going to be in a triple threat match with Reka, Tehaka, and Steel. Are you excited? Me too! Reka Tehaka, she's one of the biggest, baddest girls I've ever seen. And guess what? She's also my friend. But Steel's not very nice. She's what we call the B word. Do you know what the B word is? Bully! We don't like bullies, do we? Well, tonight, I'm going to show Reka Tehaka, even though she's my friend, and Steel, what I learned in the jungle. Come on, vámonos!
Ka lo fai I ngay kenge nei o mai kong lo fare faking ma mafa e. Well, Lola, I know I'm your friend, but tonight I'm not going to be very friendly. And Steel, you have the nerve to come back and you think you got me figured out? No, I got you figured out. You're nothing but a little chihuahua who barks a big game, but once you get bit, you just run away with your tail in between your legs. Fiesau, and test my inner savage! Sawia, because no one messes with Reka Tehaka and thinks taking it away with it.
With all three competitors in the ring, we are ready to get this triple threat match on the way. Everyone displaying their own haka of sorts. I'm not sure if Lola's haka has quite the same effect as does Reka's. Our referee Ian has called for the bell. It has sounded, and we are in sanctioned action. It looks like Lola has a preamble before we get started. To highlight and display the gains that she has earned in the weight room, Lola has proposed a test of strength, though she definitely at a reach advantage when it comes to this test of strength. Though the devoted faithful rallying around Lola, though I'm not sure if their support is enough, Lola is showing some, we'll call it forced flexibility, but she is not giving up yet. Pulled up to her feet, whipped off of the ropes, dodges two clotheslines, and comes back with a double lariat to not much effect. However, Steele takes advantage of Lola's miscalculation to try and get the upper hand, tossing Lola out of the ring and now trading blows back and forth with Reka Tehaka. Steele charges up a roundhouse only to be caught by Reka and goes into a reverse underhook. She's looking for a backslide, trying to get the demonstrative Steele in position. Steele rolls through, able to get out of it, gets up to both feet and delivers a boot to the chest of Tehaka. In comes Lola, who jumps at Steele only to be caught, and now Steele whips Tehaka in the face with Lola's dangling legs, but she's not finished yet, showcasing her sheer power. She slams Lola right into the center of the mat. She puts a boot in the chest of Lola and goes for the pin. Lola kicks out, and Reka comes in and knocks Steele off of her feet. Reka comes in, and the two start trading blows back and forth in a flurry of fists. But Lola goes for the schoolboy. 2! Tehaka kicks out at 2. Now Lola shifts her attention over to Steele, who puts Lola into a fireman carry. Again, Steele showing her power as she's doing reps, but Lola able to overtake the preponderant Steele. The two jockeying to stay out of the danger position. 1, Steele gets her hands up on the ropes. Not to be outpaced, Reka comes in, goes for the pin, and Lola kicks out at 2. If we were scoring this by points, I would say it is a dead tie right now. There have been many pin attempts and not much back time given from any opponent, but Reka delivers a devastating suplex to Lola, who is feeling every bit of it right in her back. Tehaka now lifting Lola's Lilliputian body onto her shoulder, but Lola squirming for position, using her diminutive size to her advantage, putting Reka into a stretch octopus. But now Steele comes in with the sleeper hold. All three of them are caught in each other's trap. Lola able to break free and untying the trio. The number of aggressive and quick pins that have been employed in this match is just a testament to the opponent's desire to prove themselves, to prove to each other who is the better of this triad. Reka dodges a hook from Steele and comes back with her patented double chops. A second dose from Reka Tehaka, followed up with the punctuation of a headbutt. Now squatted up into a fireman carry. Steele able to break free and takes Reka into a gut-wrench gut-buster. Steele has continually shown the power she possesses, just as Lola possesses the power of sneaky style, putting Reka now into a rear naked choke. Again, the devoted faithful rallying around Lola the adventurer. Is this enough? Does she have the upper body strength to wrench in on the neck of Steele for a tap out? Steele gets to the rope, the hold is broken, and Reka comes in to pick up the pieces. Tossing, oh my goodness! Lola across the ring, who comes down face first. Reka throws an elbow into the chest of Steel, grabbing her by the ears, setting up a sit-out rear mat slam. Hooks both of her legs, gets into position, 1, 2, and Lola gets her hand in there underneath Steel's shoulder. Our referee, Ian, in perfect position to make that call. And this just shows the frustration that comes from a triple threat match. If this was a regular singles match, any one of these competitors might have been able to seal the deal, but there's always that third factor in these matches, the one that keeps you from making that finishing pin. As one of the most self-motivated athletes in DCW, Reka's looking to finish things. Samoan drop, goes for the pin, 2, that's it, folks. Tehaka is victorious.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Reka Tehaka.
Still to come, our main event, the Holy War match.
Its intensity may be more than some wish to be exposed to, and those people should be forewarned.
You broke my heart. You broke my heart, Brother Chatwin. If the roles were reversed and you were DCW core champion, I would have been right there with you, by your side, celebrating with you. I wouldn't have been jealous. Brother Chatwin, we read the good book together. We were on t-shirts together. We were the first ever tag team champions. We were DCW 2019 Tag Team of the Year. And you do me like that, brother? You do me like that? Now we're stuck in this religious war. Brother Chatwin, I know there's still good in you. And I'm going to talk to the Great Watcher. And I'm going to pray for you. I'm going to pray for you, brother. I love you.
The following contest is the Holy War match. There are no disqualifications, no holds barred. Introducing first, being accompanied to the ring by MK, Brother Chatwin.
In terms of Japanese manga, we would refer to Brother Chatwin as the Nega Brother Smith. Donning black attire, this former brother under the Great Watcher has turned down a different path, a path that I'm afraid, given his current company, a path that he might not survive should he try and deviate. Yes, with him, his spiritual advisor, Matthew Robles, aka the MK Bandit. And most disturbing to me in this team-up is the speed at which MK picked up the torch for Chatwin.
And his opponent in this non-title match, from the Temple of the Grey Watcher, weighing in at 195 pounds, the current Devotion Championship Wrestling Core Champion, Brother Austin!
Hands down, one of the biggest fan favorites at DCW, Brother Austin, still wearing the vestiges of his roots, of the Brother Smith, of what brought him to the game. And it's that faithfulness with an eye single to pure wrestling, to honorable wrestling, to what DCW stands for, is what has earned him the title around his waist. Again, this Holy War match is a non-titled bout, but I would argue that the stakes are higher than any title in this case. It is for, and I hate to say any words that have come out of MK's mouth, but as he put, it is between good and evil. But in this case, we all know who is good and we all know who is not. However, I think that Brother Chatwin believes he is in the right, and that is what makes him an extremely dangerous opponent. The bell has sounded. Referee Dewey is going to manage this holy war if that can be done.
What is this? Hey, shut up! Hey, look here. You know what this book means? Look, this means you the whole thing.
And that's what happens when you try to have an intelligent conversation with Matthew Robles. And Chatwin is taking his frustration out on the prone Brother Austin, and Matthew Robles doing what he does best, and what he does really ain't that pretty. Honestly, with the emotions as high as they are with MK ringside, I can't think of anyone I would rather have out here trying to manage things than Dewey. But as you can see, he's got his hands full, and the match has just started. Chatwin now pulls Brother Austin off of the ropes, delivers a roundhouse to the side of his head, pushes him off of the ropes, springs back, and is tackled right to his back. Brother Chatwin, who in the past was the cheerleader for Shame, now trying to get the devoted faithful to declare that Brother Austin is the center of the bunch. But I think in this war, we are at a point where words are not going to do any damage. But a prayer chop will. Brother Austin delivering a second to his former companion. Now whips him off of the ropes and hip tosses him into the mat. With the devoted faithful behind him, this is where Austin needs to, an eye gouge from Brother Chatwin. Now pitching Brother Austin out of the ring. And the hell of it is, this is a holy war match. It's legal in this case. This is a match that is basically catered for anyone represented by the MK Bandit. And while he continues to palaver with Dewey, Chatwin has unleashed a barrage of fists upon the face of Brother Austin. MK preventing the retreat of Austin. Meanwhile, Chatwin comes out with the chair, delivers it to the gut of Austin, and raises it up above his head, only to bring it down in the back of his opponent. I was once asked if I wanted to be right or if I wanted to be happy, and I think that we can see the choice has been made by Brother Chatwin. By teaming up with MK, he only cares about one thing, and that's about him being the righteous one. Now going for a pin, 1, 2, Austin still in this war. Still not finished. And look at that. Have you ever known Chatwin to argue with an official? Austin comes back retaliating with a chin buster up to his feet and delivers a prayer chop to Chatwin's crown. Now taking him off the ropes, coming back, and a leg lariat puts Chatwin down. This is the momentum that Austin has been needing. This is the injection of the devoted faithful's love that, oh, wait a second. MK tosses the good book in, but it is intercepted by Brother Austin. Referencing 1 Samuel, claiming that Austin is not Goliath. And like David, he delivers a shot right to the head of Brother Chatwin. Chatwin, who is on punch-drunk legs. Another shot from the good book right across the crown. This could be it. Austin has got the momentum, lighting up the blow right across the already vulnerable forehead of Brother Chatwin. And as this companionship has hit an ultimate low, Brother Austin delivers the prayer bottom. Now, looking to seal the deal to, oh no! Just as you would expect, MK coming in and pulling Brother Austin out of the pit. But wait a second! What's he doing here? What's Tombstone doing in the ring? MK just tossed something over. What is, oh my gosh, it's a taser! He's tasing Brother Austin! He's tasing Brother Austin! Unforgivable. Tombstone dragging Chatwin over, placing him atop for the pin, and that's it, folks. Perhaps anticipating that he couldn't do it on his own, Chatwin has made a deal with two devils. Official Dewey trying to get in and check on Brother Austin, but MK is running a screen, keeping him from the downed brother. However, Tombstone Judas quick to check in on Brother Chatwin. Ridiculous, folks. Absolutely. Oh, come on! And now stuffing a mud hole right into the chest of Brother Austin. Wait, what are they doing to Dewey? Leave Dewey out of it. He hasn't. Oh, come on! Gosh dang it, folks! He's tasing. Oh my, you can see it right there. He just tased our commandant of officials, referee Dewey Larson. They say water sinks to its own level, and I'll tell you what, Brother Chatwin, you have sank to a new low. Officials now trying to come out and stop this continued gluttonous act of revenge. For what, Tombstone? Because you lost a title to someone who is more righteous, someone more deserving, someone more pure than you? Absolutely unforgivable. And now, taking the core championship in his hands, Brother Chatwin strikes Austin across the face. This is too much. Folks, we are seeing the end of an era, the end of the Brother Smith. Chatwin placing the blame on this horrendous and horrific beatdown on Brother Austin. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all the time we have for this week. As always, I'm the Cicerone, Lauren Gardner, and if you can, until next time, stay devoted.
Now I will kill you.